Okay, so right, so the first card you've got for your past is this King of Swords. Yeah, right into the reading, I should say. So, yeah, I'm getting a really good feeling already just looking at this King. Really lovely. I love this King. Yeah, I love this for you. I'm getting this right away. It's this feeling of I know where I am now. I've got total clarity. I know who I am. I know where I am. I've been through all this confusion, and I'm above that now. I'm sitting above the confusion. I know all about it. I've got clarity there. And you can see this King of Swords is sitting right above the Seven of Cups here, where all the confusion is. And yeah, he's the King of Clarity. You know, he's the King of Fact. You know, so no more ambiguity, no more messing around, none of that, no game playing, none of that kind of thing. So yeah, I think at one time that's what you went through. You had someone really confusing you, messing up your head, all that kind of thing. I'm getting a little bit of backwards and forwards. You know, someone who came backwards and forwards, someone who told you they were confused, but actually they confused you. I'm getting that. There's no confusion. If you want to be with someone, you do, and if you don't, you don't. You know, so you can't have this half love, this kind of, oh, I'm not sure what I want. Well, that tells me what you want. It actually tells me what you don't want. So, and you're very much like that as a Taurus. You're like, no, either I'm on or I'm off. I want to know the facts here. I want to know exactly what's happening here. So you're so straightforward, and you can see through all this now though. So yeah, I'm just looking at this sword. I'm literally looking at this sword that this King's holding, and yeah, it took you a while to realise who this person really was. You know, this person that was messing you around. Yeah, okay, I know this probably sounds a little bit strange, but I'm getting dissection. You know, when you cut inside something and you really look at everything properly. Yeah, that's what you do in a lot of situations, especially in love. You know, you don't make snap decisions. You really look at everything carefully. You look inside and out and dissect everything. But once you've done that, once you've made up your mind, there's no going back. So, you know, when you make up your mind to be with someone, that's it. When you make up your mind not to, that's it. So that's how you are. But okay, I'm just looking down at this Knight of Swords now, right at the bottom there. So, yeah, it feels like things developed really quickly in this relationship right from the beginning. And it feels like it was a little bit fast for you, but you're kind of caught up in this. You went along with this. And that's really unusual for you as a Taurus, because again, you're this dissector. You like to really look through every detail before you make a decision, but you were swept up in this, really swept up in this. So they must have had a powerful influence over you, because you're not like that usually. I don't know if this is going to make sense, but I'm getting a claim. It's almost like, you know, when it's Christmas time and someone puts a tag on a gift with their name on it, that's what they did to you. It's like they claimed you very early on. Yeah, it's kind of like marking their territory. So I think to you, in the beginning, you know, maybe they said things like, oh, I love you, very early on. Maybe they said, oh, we'll be together forever, really early on. And that partly, when someone says that to you very early on, especially this particular person, you're partly frightened by that. And you're partly excited by that. So there's two sides of that coin there. And yeah, you had this kind of sort of half uneasy, half excited feeling in the beginning. Just like this knight, actually, in the Knight of Swords. You know, he's excited and he's got this huge rush of adrenaline. He's rushing forwards. But he's scared as well. He's really scared. And if you look at the horse, if you look at the horse's face, he looks really scared. But he's just being carried along. The knight's carrying him along and he can't do anything about it. So I think that's kind of how you felt at the beginning. Yeah, I'm getting this, that they're mine. So it's like marking their territory. That's what I'm getting very early on. Very unbalanced feeling, actually. And you've got the Six of Pentacles over there as well, which is about unbalanced. It doesn't have to be about money, literally. It can be about an unbalanced relationship. So you've got that there too. So yeah, I think what happened was, because you've got this kind of, excitement and fear at the same time. I think you stayed for as long as you did in this relationship because, you know, when it felt good, it was really good. It was really good when it felt good. And I'm getting this, it's like this feeling of being on a swing. You know, when you're a child and you're kind of pushed on a swing and you go up really high into the sky. And it's exhilarating and exciting. And I think that's what happened in this. There's lots of passion and excitement and headiness. You know, and you can see this man, you know, in the Seven of Cups there. You know, he's got his head in the clouds, literally. And that's what happens when you kind of swung up into the air. It feels like your head's up in the clouds and it's all exciting and you're being swung up and down and everything. And it feels amazing having your head in the clouds, especially when you're up on a swing as a child. But yeah, if you've got your head in the clouds, you can't see the truth because your head's stuck in the clouds. And I think that's what happened to you. Your head was stuck in the clouds for too long. Stuck up in the air, literally, with this kind of dizzy heights of excitement and all that. So I think one big, if that's you, if that makes sense to you, I don't know if I'm making any sense here, but if that's you, I think one really big thing you learnt from this is you didn't follow your instincts. You didn't follow that part of you that said, I'm really stressed about this. This doesn't feel, something's not right here. You know, you didn't follow that. You were kind of swept away. And that's in your core as a Taurus. Very strong, stable core. And you need to follow that strong, stable core. And I think when you're in this, you obviously didn't do that. So, you know, and that swinging feeling, even though it's exciting and, you know, passion and all that's fantastic, it goes against your core. And yeah, you won't let that happen again. You won't let that happen ever again. You know, and that's what you've learned. You're not going to go against that core, those instincts. That's a part of you. And it's there inside you for a reason, and you know that now. And, you know, the other thing about the Seven of Cups is it can be about temptation as well. And yeah, I think what happened was they had temptation around them. And that's why I think why they were kind of coming backwards and forwards, because I was getting that. It's like, I'm not sure if I want you or them or this or that other person. And I don't think they said that to you. You might not have realised they had lots of people around you. Because I'm getting more than one person here around them. I can't quite see how far they went. I don't know if they actually went far with any of these people, but what I am getting is it's like they enjoyed having lots of options around them, and they like tossing around the options and kind of like a salad and saying, oh, will I have this one? You know, will I have the tomato or the lettuce? So, but you know, it's not like that. Love is not like that, obviously. And you are stable. You're not a tossed salad. You're not a tossed salad. You're stable. Very, very, very stable. And you hate any of that kind of thing. So, okay, this is what I'm getting. This is what I am getting. They miss that about you. It might not look like that. They might not say that. It probably looks like they're having a fantastic time right now if they're away from you. But they miss that. You know what they miss? They miss the realness. They miss the clarity. They miss your ability to cut through things and see the real thing. And yeah, they miss your stability. And yeah, this is what strange is, because it feels like when they were with you, they were trying to go after all these different people. You know, they were trying to escape from that stability. You know, they're out looking for excitement and all that, but it was just an illusion, which is exactly what's on this Seven of Cups here, this big illusion here. And now they miss that. It's very, very strange. But do you know what? It looks like they're with someone else now. I don't know how official it is. I don't know what's happening. But what I can tell you is it looks like there's a lot of drama around them. So there's not a lot of happiness. It's not, you know, with stability comes that feeling of being settled. And yeah, that's what they wished for, not being settled, excitement and all that kind of thing. But now that they're away from that, they miss that. They've got all this drama around them. They've got lots of problems around them. Yeah, there are two people here causing them drama. One of them, I think, someone they're with. I don't know how official it is. Once again, there's someone else who, yeah, there's someone else who always caused drama, and I think they probably caused you drama when you're with them. Maybe it was a family member. I don't know. Maybe it was your in-laws. I don't know. Someone caused you drama in your relationship. Those two people are around them now. You're far away from that now. You're free of that now. That's a really good thing. You don't have to worry about that ever again. And okay, I want to show you something here. Have a look at this King of Swords again. So the King of Swords, he's not just getting clarity, but he's free because of that clarity. So you don't have to worry about that drama. You don't have to worry about who's around them. You don't have to worry about any of that because you're free. And if you look on this King of Swords, he's got all these symbols of freedom all around him. He's got butterflies, birds, clouds up in the sky. So freedom. You've got freedom from all that. And I don't know where you are yet with this. I don't know whether you're totally over this situation or whether you're still processing everything, whether you're still getting over them or not. But wherever you are right now, just know you're going to be totally free at some time if you're not now. Because I'm getting this, I don't care. I don't care what they do. I don't care what they say. If they popped up in front of my face tomorrow, they could say whatever they like and I would feel nothing. And that's pure freedom. And that's what is coming to you if you haven't got that already. So just know that if that's you. Yeah, it's so funny because they wanted that freedom. That's what they wanted, but now you've got that. So, okay, so just something else I'm getting in this Knight of Swords here. Okay, so it feels a little bit confusing, so I'll try and make sense of this for you, what I'm getting here. Now, I'm getting a male energy for someone here. Might be a bit specific, just warning you. So, yeah, there's a male energy, not a love connection at all. I'm not getting that. This is someone else, male energy. Okay, there's a lot of heart between you and this male energy. Okay, this is what I'm getting for someone. How could you choose that over me? Yes, how could you choose them over me? Again, it's not a love situation. This is someone like, it's a male energy. It's someone older than you, I think. It might be a father figure. It might be your father. Now, it might be that they're in a relationship with someone who's very, very difficult and it feels like they chose them over you. Or it could be another sibling of yours that they chose over you, but they've chosen someone over you, or that's how it feels to you. Now, this person that they've chosen, this is a very, very, very difficult person. They're coming up as this Knight of Swords. So they're a very difficult person. It looks like they're saying things to them. It looks like they're whispering in their ear, saying things to them. And they're giving them some kind of false impression of what you're like, or they're telling them something that's not true. It's something like that. And you know the truth. Because you're the King of Swords. That's how you're coming up. You're coming up as the King of Swords. You've got the clarity. You know that what this person's telling, this other person, this father figure, or whoever this male is, you know that what they're telling them isn't true, but they don't realise that. So that's the situation I'm getting. And yeah, okay, so if this is you, I have to be honest here. I don't think this connection between you can be repaired right now. The only way it can be repaired is that if this third person's out of the way, this person that's whispering in their ear, because it's like their perception of you is being skewed by this other person. It's being warped by this other person. That's what I'm getting. And the only way they'll see the clarity, they'll know the truth, is if this person's out of the way. So that's what I'm getting. And I can see this really clearly here. There's a separation coming. It's not coming right now. There's a separation that's going to happen between these two people. And that's when they'll see the truth. That's when they'll find out that what they've been saying isn't true. But it's not going to happen for a long time. It's not going to happen for a long time. And you can see that sadness around that separation because you've got the Nine of Swords up there. So, that's very, very sad that's coming up for one of these people or both of these people, but it's not going to happen for a while. So, until that time, I think, it might be too late for you by then. But whatever happens, it's not going to happen for a long time. Don't hold your breath for this happening. And you can't do anything about this situation. You can't, whatever you say, they're not going to believe you. Then they're going to listen to this other person. So if this is you, if this is resonating with you, move away from this, get yourself away from this, because you've got all this lovely freedom now. And try not to waste that freedom on these situations that you can't change. I know it's really stressful. I know it really, really hurts, when someone's got the wrong idea of you. And I can see you really hurting. Again, I'm looking up at that 9 of Swords. I know it really hurts you. But you can't change what's happening right now. In the future, it's going to change, but you can't change that. So all you can do is really just turn your back on that, move forward, and try and make the most of the situation you're in now. Because you've got this, again, you've got this amazing freedom, you've got this amazing clarity. Do what you can with that. Do what you can with that, and just let them be, in their own world, if that's what they want to do. You can't change that. So yeah, I really hope that helps someone. I know it's really horrible, very, very difficult. Right, so the first card you've got for your present is this 9 of Swords, yeah. So yeah, turn away from that. Turn away from that if this is you. It's horrible when you've got someone who you look up to or who you used to look up to. Now they see you in a different way, and you can't do anything about that. But everyone who gossips, everyone who talks, everyone who lies, it will come back, especially with this person. And again, there's a separation that's going to happen between these two people. Probably not for a long, long time once again. But yeah, turn your back on this. That's the only way you're going to feel better about this situation. And try not to give it any headspace if you can. Eventually you'll move on in your head from this, if that's you. Okay, yeah, if you're single, this is what I'm getting here in this card. If you're single, it feels like you're not ready for anyone right now. You're just not ready. It's just like, no, I'm not ready right now. There's someone up ahead for you. There's definitely someone up ahead for you if you're single. But right now, it just feels like, I'm just getting this, I've been through so much and I finally know who I am. I've got this clarity. I know where I am now. No more confusion anymore. And I think you're afraid of risking, losing that clarity that you've got right now. Because it's just this, I don't want to go back to that feeling of hurt again. Just like this poor woman in this card. And I'm getting this kind of half-hearted thing. It's kind of like, oh, should I see what's out there? Because you're always curious about what's out there. So, yeah, if this is you, I'm literally seeing someone looking at their phone and, kind of seeing, is there anyone interesting out there? Let's have a look at what's there. And then you remember, oh, I remember how I felt when I was really hurt. And then you put it down or you put it away, you put your phone away and you say, no, not going there. So, I think for you right now, even the thought of going through, the first stages of meeting someone and going through all that again, I think it exhausts you actually, even the thought of that. It's like, oh, I might come across a game player, I might come across another one that I had before, and I just don't want to go through this trial and error right now of finding someone and then they're not right and then I have to find someone else, and it's just exhausting. So you're not ready for that right now. Absolutely not. I'm getting that. If you're single, follow those instincts. If you don't feel ready, that's absolutely fine. And your instincts will tell you when you're ready. Yes, with this Judgment card here, I'm just looking at this Judgment card now. You might not be ready for love, but yeah, there's a big opportunity here. Really big opportunity. Yeah, it's something about work. Yeah, it's huge. It's huge. Yeah, there's a bit of nervousness here. Because I think when it comes to your work situation, if this is you, maybe you're coasting a little bit. Maybe you're kind of coasting along, going along the same road, just kind of, going along every day. Don't be angry. I'm not saying you're lazy. I'm not saying that at all. It's more like you're just kind of, okay, I've got this job. I'm sticking with this. I'm coming in, doing my work, going home. That's what I'm doing. I'm hanging on to this job. you know. And a lot of people are like this right now because, you know, if you've got any kind of stable job right now, you want to hang on to that in this climate. Of course you do. You know, you don't want to rock the boat. You don't want to go for anything that's above yourself. You're just kind of hanging on to what you've got. So if that's you, there's a really, really, really good opportunity coming up for you. Now, with this nervousness, it might be that you feel as if, oh, I don't know if I can do this. It feels really scary. Should I stay where I am? I've got something stable here. So I've got all those feelings going through you. But yeah, if that is you, make sure you brush up on your resume. Make sure you've got all your work things in order. And in the way you present yourself. So, for example, if you're on LinkedIn or whatever it is, make sure that's up to date, or whatever applies to your own work situation. Literally make sure you're up to date online. That's what I'm getting really clearly here. You know, if you're on social media and you're partying and doing things like that, silly things, take that off. Because I've got someone looking you up online. And I think it's to do with work. So clean everything out, make sure everything's clear, make sure everything's up to date, make sure all your latest things are up to date, all that. And yeah, if you look at this judgment card, yeah, it's coming, ready or not. You know, the trumpet sounds in this card. Everyone has to jump up whether they're ready or not. So yeah, be prepared. Be prepared with this work opportunity. You know, you're going to have to be ready. You're going to have to be ready. It's coming in really quickly. Yeah, there's money attached to this. So there's more money attached to this new thing, because you've got these 2 coin cards over there in your future as well. And with this 2 of Wands, and also with the Queen of Wands, and I'll get to that in a minute, but it's coming in really quickly. So, you know, you might be wondering, because if you look at this 2 of Wands, he's kind of wondering, should I move forward? Should I stay where I am? Should I move forward? Should I stay where I am? So you can see that there. It's like a toss-up between the 2.